Welcome back to another Lefties 2 broadcast, and it is time. It's been about 10 months, 10 or 11 months, and we're here. We got to do it again. It's got to happen. Things have changed. You all have to know. Drum roll, please. This is the top 10 best players 2.0. Again, in the description, I will leave the link to 1.0, the original top 10, but things have changed. As you can see, there are currently 79 players in this game. When I did the top 10 last time, there were only 66. So let's, simple math, it's been about a year, or a little less than that, 13 new players to this game. And again, when you start maxing out players and using them a little bit differently, things change from, a year, right? Things change. So again, this is my top 10. Not yours. This is mine. I want to know yours. So please inform me of your top 10, and I will inform you of mine. Now let's go and see who is number 10. I'm not going to do any outside looking in. I don't want to give it away because there are quite a few that have fallen off the first one. So if you want, go back and watch the first one. Fast forward through it. Write down the top 10. Check it out. And then we'll see which ones kind of compare and add up. Okay? Here we go. Without further ado. Right. Without further ado. First, press the like button. And number 2, press the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Oh, wait. Click, 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 click. Got it. All right. Number 10. Okay, last time, he has dropped about 5 places from my top 10 list. Again, if you went back and watched it, you know what I'm talking about. It is Michael. All right, so again, let's break down Michael real quick. Guy's a common card, one of the first, second, third common I got. Leveled up all the way. He's just an overall solid player. When you're going against a right-handed pitcher, again, against 18 plus contact. Again, I left him off the contact top 10 list. Just because he's not durable on both sides, only to right. 193 is already pretty good. But the guy, solid, he's a solid left fielder, right? He doesn't throw or field particularly well, but is above average speed, that power. Dude's batting second, right? A common, typically in my lineup, the guy's batting second. So he is number 9. All right, that was fun. Okay, so we have 9, actually, no, Michael's number 10. What am I doing? Misspoke. Distraction. Okay, almost Thanksgiving. That's the way it goes. All right, number 9. This guy was not on the list last time. He wasn't even there. But I'm going with him, mainly because how he allows me to dominate Clash League comes in as a closer, and for some reason, people just can't hit him. He's a pitcher, folks. Riley Rylerson. Okay, RJ, you could say I'm a Diamondbacks fan. I do love me some Randy Johnson. But again, guys, a lot of people can't hit his fastball at 215 velocity. And at 159 control, when you match him up with Matthew, I'm throwing BBs. I don't know how it works, but people can't hit me. He is the ultimate closer for me in Clash League. And dude is number 9, okay? I don't really typically pitch them so much, but just the best player in the game. If a guy is unhittable, for most people, probably going to be in the top 10 in my opinion. Now, this next person fell off about 4 places. Right? He's not even in my starting lineup anymore. That's how bad he's off. But he's probably in 90% of the lineups in this game. Number 8 for me is Kevin. Kevin is number 8 for me. Contact power still again there. You're going to see why he's dropped a little bit, But the dude still bats .534. I wish they showed home runs here. I have about 900 home runs with him. But I had to take him out of the lineup. And I'll give you my example why. Put him in that 4-hole. The dude bats .225 power. The guy's, he's my pinch hitter infielder on Clash League. Not even in the lineup in Clash League. Liability. All right? That is number 8. Kevin is number 8. Okay, another new player to the list. Wasn't in the game last time around. Who shall it be? All right, so there's only 2 players in this game that really affect, a little bit better, but kind of can really change the concept of a game, both pitching and hitting. No, it's not J-Ho. It's Shotaro. Right, Shotaro in a lot of people's top 10 could probably be even higher. But when you got a guy that can pitch the way he does with the different pitches he has, the 4 pitches, and the dude can rake, you can't rake at level 11. But when he gets to 13, which would probably take, for me, another year, I need like 29 more of them, so that'll take like 2 years. Right? Either way, Shotaro is my rank number 7. When he was maxed out, I used him, and the dude was ridiculous. Number 7, Shotaro. Okay, so talking about someone who can affect the game on both sides, this next person, again, was not on the list. I don't even think he was available, or if he was, I didn't even have him or use him at the time. But again, when you add this guy to your lineup, and I'm sorry, just spoiler alert, there are no ladies on my top 10. Kind of sexist to me, I guess. Or this game needs to up it. Anyways, this next person, top 10 best player. It's Matthew. Again, the guy is slow, but his fielding and throwing are exceptional. And his power is pretty solid. Contact, basic. He bats 8th for me. Right? So not really a big deal. I have Shotaro in there. He's batting 9th. But this guy adds that extra velocity when he calls the game. Fun fact, just a little fun fact. You're playing Clash League, and you got runners on base, and Matthew has throw it down the middle or a ball. Just do a pickoff play, and it resets it. But Matthew, he steps up every single pitcher. Because, again, a lot of these people can't hit. They can't get the timing down with the high-velocity pitchers. So this guy essentially accentuates my pitching ability. Makes the 2-seamers faster. There it is. Matthew, number 6. All right. As we move on. This next player was also not in the lineup 10 months ago. Wasn't in the game 10 months ago. And has all of a sudden taken my shortstop role. Again, not a typical shortstop. But his name is Wilson. And if you look, his fielding 181. So, again, he's replaced Kevin, 162. Again, his throwing is not so great. Throwing, not great, right? 159. But his fielding probably better at that first base if you're playing a better shortstop, right? Not so much of a power hitting lineup. He's probably better at that first base because they don't need to throw so much. But fielding is actually better than most average players, 181. And again, having that ability to see a fastball coming essentially takes away, if you're good with it, it takes away the ability. It gives you a sense of recognition of a pitch. Contact 200, power 200. 225 with Kevin at that 4-hole. That extra 25, extra 25 is quite a lot. I understand. But Wilson, the dude just rakes. And that's why he's number 5. All right? Number 4, this guy actually moved up a spot. Again, saves the game on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Durant, you think his throwing is 206, fielding not great, but at second base, the guy he's getting double plays. That's a game saver. Also, on a relay, when you're throwing the ball out to home plate on a relay, the guy is there, man. His contact's a little low, but doesn't matter. Still batting really little, less than 500. The dude has power. All right? He's number 4 on my lineup. All right. This next guy, he dropped a little bit last time as well. He's now number 3. Is Jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Again, 162 contact. You don't think that's quite a bit. But that 203, his throwing and fielding ability put him at third base. This guy saved so many runs, as well as being able to, who cares about the speed, right? 6 extra when he's leading off. The dude is a game changer. Let me give you this idea. It's the bottom of the 9th inning. You're playing a regular game. You went out there and you shut down the other team, 0 runs, and you don't want to go extra innings. 1 pitch, 1 out. I think I have probably 100 or more 1 pitch or first pitch home runs to end the game, bottom of the 9th, with Jack. So, when you got a leadoff batter that can essentially end the game, why not? Plus the ability to save runs with his throwing and his about average fielding. All right, Jack, number 3. Okay, number 2 on this list. Let me check my list. He was also not in the top 10. I don't think he existed at that time. Maybe he did, and he just wasn't ranked high enough, and I didn't use him. Is my guy Wade. Wade. My opinion, the best pitcher in town. Again, that used to be James, and little scratcher. James was on this list last go-around. So Wade is number 2. Again, that 2-seamer, I don't know. I love hitting against Wade. I do actually pretty good with it. But when it comes to me pitching, I'm pretty good. A lot of good pitches, different pitches he has, right? But that 2-seamer is deceptive. And again, match him up with Matthew, good to go. All right? So if you paid attention to the last list and you've done the math, it's not really a debate, right? We don't even have to go here. We can go here. And there it is. Favorite card is Gibson. Gibson is, again, and for always and always will be, my favorite player in this game. He was my first legendary card I leveled up. The guy bats .552. He doesn't really save anything on the defense, right? The throwing is not really that great. First base all the way. Speed about average, but that contact power boost plus that high chance of an error with that flamethrower line drive he hits. The guy's epic, man. Number 1 best player in my opinion. There it is. Top 10. Michael, Riley, Kevin, Shotaro, Matthew, Wilson, Durant, Jack, Wade, Gibson. 10-1. Who is your top 10? Let me know in the comments, right? Guys, I will answer your comments. I want to know. See you guys next time on a Lefties 2 broadcast.